This entire seat setup slides forward. Instead of pull holders though, we have this deck. Now this deck can be used for a lot of things. Okay, now we're gonna walk down into the cabin. And let me tell you guys, if I started this video inside the cabin, you would have no idea that I was on the center console right now. The thing you guys are probably waiting for is how much does this boat cost? This boat, 42 Pursuit center console, is gonna run you... What is going on, guys? Ryan from Livin here, and welcome back to another episode of the Miami Boat Show 2022. In today's episode, I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of a very special boat here at the boat show because it won the Innovation Award for the center console category here at the Miami Boat Show for this year. So the boat we're taking a look at here today is the Pursuit 42-foot center console. This boat is loaded with tons of custom features and tons of different applications you guys can put onto this boat to customize it to make it your own boat. And for that reason, they won the Innovation Award, and I can't wait to highlight some of these awesome features to you guys in this video. So because there's so much going on in the center console towards the transom of the boat, we're going to be starting up at the bow to change things up, and I'll show you guys what's going on here, a nice relaxing area. So if you look here, we have a U-styled seating in the front. And by the way, this boat has a 13-foot beam, I believe. Let me check. Yes. So this boat has a 13-foot beam. So this is extremely wide beam, probably pretty much standard for this size center console. But you have a nice lounge area over here, U-shaped seating with an additional lounge area, which is all foldable. Let me show you guys. So you come over here, and it's got a ratcheting system. You take the seat, you pull it up, and now you have a nice seat. Instead of it taking up the entire, you can have 2 rows of people sitting here. All you have to do is pull it back all the way, and then it goes, snaps right back in place. Same thing for these seats. They're also adjustable. Just take them, you pull them, and they can stop right there, and then you're leaning up a little bit more. Pull it all the way back, and it folds right in. Nice convenient feature that they thought of, so that way you can have more people sitting and accommodate more people up here in the front for those party days on the boat. So one cool feature you can see here, we have this backrest over here that can be controlled by this switch nice and easily. You can press it and it retracts back. Just like that. Now you have room for more seating and just more opportunities. You could change up this and make it your own boat. So up here at the bow, we have our standard anchor well with your windlass, and it's got the fresh water and raw water right there. Plug in, rinse down your boat, do whatever you want. Up here, we're gonna have a well, which is gonna be used for storage. Here we are. There's also a table in there that could be used right here by these 2 holes. So you guys can convert this area into a nice area for you guys to use for your lunches when you're at the sandbar or anything like that. So you have nice long runways along the boat here. It's a little narrow, but that's because they put so much into the cabin of this boat that it makes it just a little bit narrower on the sides. But there's still plenty of room to walk around. Now one feature you might see right now that I personally do not see on many center consoles at all is these little windows over here. Now at first, you know, you can see right out into the water. At first you might think, well, there's no real function for that kind of feature. Why would you need a window over there besides just aesthetically looking cool? Well, if you guys come over here to the helm of the boat, you can see, you can look out and you can see the window right over there in the corner of your eye. So when you guys are over here driving your boat and you're coming across the dock, you can look over at the window and actually see how close you are to the dock. Because these gunnels are so high, it sometimes can be hard to see the dock next to you. So that way you can stand here, look through your little window, and see how close to the dock you are and make sure you don't hit. Because when you have a boat this big and this expensive, you don't want to be bouncing off the docks. So this boat has tons and tons of windows. So here's the cabin windows, tons of lighting, nice natural lighting for your boat. Also there's windows up here, big old windshield with windshield wipers, pretty much standard nowadays for this kind of boat. So guys, look here on both sides of the boat, we're gonna have our rod holders. We'll find the identical thing on the starboard side of the boat. More rod holders. Now it's time to look at this very impressive helm station. So we got triple bucket seats over here with a little step up. Very nice bucket seats over here. So you actually have air conditioning vents over here blowing here up through the seat. So that way, just a, you know, extra feature so you can stay cool while you're riding. And there's also additional air conditioning vents over here and over here, so you can stay nice and cool in this center console, which is still a crazy concept to me to have air conditioning in this open unit. So if you check out, we got a lot going on here at the Helm. We got big Garmin screens, not sure how big they are, but they're probably the biggest they can come. And they're, let me guys tell you, this is TV screens on the center console right here. This is insane. Nice Helm. We got all of our controls, pretty standard. You got it comes with a seat keeper, so you got your seat keeper over here, everything you need. So your vision is quite nice out here, even though it is a big center console, but this step up over here definitely helps you out with that. And you can see pretty well, but in case you want an additional little help, there's a latch right down here, and this whole thing just drops down just like that, nice and easy. Now you can stand up on here, and look how high my point of view is now. I'm all the way at the top. I can see very easily off the back and all around with ease, guys. This is a very nice feature to have this little step up. Guys, take a look on the dash here. We have a port for all your phones, wallets, everything like that, to keep it nice and dry. The only thing I will say about this is, I'm not sure if there's anything going on back here, but a little bit bigger of a space to keep your phones probably would have been a little bit better. But there's also charging ports in here, so that's pretty cool. But I would just think about this size, they would have a hatch like about like double the size of that, to accommodate everyone's phones, because you're on this boat, you're not coming out, maybe you are, but most likely you're bringing a lot of people on this boat and having a good time, so a lot of people might want to throw their stuff away. So I would just say a bigger hatch would have been nice. But so you guys take a look here underneath where that step was. There's a whole different access to all sorts of things, bilges and wires, electronics, everything. There's even a convenient little ladder over here so you can climb down. Definitely lots of space to work, which is nice, because I am very familiar with working in very tight spaces on boats, and it's not a lot of fun, let me tell you that much. We also have this convenient little step down, so you can, while you're sitting up on here, you can put your feet down, relax, and nice little option there. Okay, now we're gonna walk down into the cabin. And let me tell you guys, if I started this video inside the cabin, you would have no idea that I was on the center console right now. So, right next to the Helm, we have a nice sliding door. Very easy to slide open and close. So we'll take a walk downstairs. Look at this, guys. We got entire little lounging area. I'm sure this table can be folded down and this can be an entire lounge. As well as just eating down here, tons of opportunities. You got a TV, there's air conditioning in here and everything. We got a microwave, and you even have an enclosed bathroom. And they told me that this nowadays, this enclosed bathroom on a 42-foot center console is getting more common nowadays, but they have their 35-foot center console, which is the only one in its class, or either it's the 35 or the 32, I forgot which one, but it's the only one in its class that has an enclosed bathroom on the center console. So that's a really cool thing. So you got your head, mirror, what's up guys? Okay, so that's your cabin here, guys. Absolutely tons of room, and I can't believe, I mean, you guys can see I've got a lot of space to my head. Anyone can stand up in here unless you're in, you know, on average height. Here's the windows I was talking to you guys about before. Tons of lighting coming in. Very nice. So let's head on out of the cabin now, and we are going to make our way to the stern of the boat. This is where things get really cool, guys. So starting over here, guys, we have our steps to go up. If there was a tower, there is not a tower on this boat. Of course, it is an option, but this sunroof over here that you guys see is actually, I'm not going to open it for you because it seems a little difficult, but it's ratcheting so you can open it back and forth. So if you did have a tower on this boat, that's how you get up to the tower. You just open up the sunroof and climb on up. But for right now, he told me that you can actually climb up through, and it's very easy maintenance and accessibility to your antennas. So if you have to take them down, the antennas are outriggers for bridges or anything like that, just slide open the sunroof over here, climb up there, and do anything you want. So you don't have to stand on the side gunnels over here, and you don't have to do any of that to mess around. So over here we got, on the port side, we got pole holders as always, and then come over here, we do not have pole holders on this side. Instead of pole holders though, we have this deck. Now this deck can be used for a lot of things. It's super convenient. It can be used for fishing, it can be used for swimming. There's a ladder option right here, which the ladder is stored right inside of here. So it can be used for fishing, it can be used for diving. I could see scuba diving on it because nice and easy accessibility. But along with this platform that you guys have over here, you also have the traditional dive door that we're seeing on more center consoles nowadays of all sizes. So you got this, and I call them more like tuna doors, but you have this door and you have the dive platform as well. So if we take a look over here, we have nice compartments hidden away. And they are a little tough to open, but that's good. We got a barbecue sink set up, and then on this side we have a freezer. So this is actually a regulated freezer. It's got frost on the inside, so that way you don't have to worry about bags of ice and putting ice and draining out water and everything. This is a freezer in itself. Super neat. Along with that, we have all sorts of storage down here. We just got tons and tons of drawers, storage for all your needs, along with another footrest over here and on the other side that they thought of in the front, because these can be either flat like this or they can be a seat, which is very convenient because depending on what you're doing, this is a nice hardtop surface. You guys can do all your rigging and stuff like that over here. You can put your hooks down, your sinkers down, do whatever you need to do, get your fishing gear. Or if it's just a cruising day, you could just have the seat nice and open like this, put your feet up and enjoy the ride. In back of that station, we have this nice big old lounge seating, which is super convenient. And this almost looks like, yep, this opens up to some sort of well, probably a cooler. Very convenient with storage on both sides. This is actually, nope, this isn't it. This is storage over here. This is what I was thinking of. This is a trash can over here, guys. Look at this. Trash can pull out. I mean, come on, that's just an awesome feature right there. Have your own trash can on the boat. Like I said, we got storage over here. As a two-hander. Okay, this isn't storage. This is your panels over here. Sorry, this is a two-hander. And over here we have some more storage. There we go. That's tackle box storage. Easy to tell. It's got the sliders. So we got the big lounge seating over here, and you got plenty of room to fish. And just when you guys thought that this was a lot of room to fish, wait till you guys see what you can do with this entire console. Just by one click of a button right here called Seat Slide, you guys can slide, there you are, this entire seat setup slides forward just like that. Now look at the amount of room that you have over here for fishing. Just an absolute ton of room. I mean, you guys don't even need this much room to go fishing, but you have it. So you can have your seat set up over here. You could sit over here. You could sit down in the lounge seating. We can watch our trolling poles out over here on the sides. Whatever you need to do, you got plenty of room to do it over here. And it's really cool they put it on a slide. That way you don't even need to consider which option's better for you. When you buy the boat, you could just have this option, slide it back forward, and you can use it for whatever your circumstances are. One thing I did forget to touch on in the front over here is that we do have a sunshade that can be put up. So there's two little hooks up here. There's one over here and one over there. And the sunshade is stored right here on the side, completely out of the way. You don't even know it's there. Okay, and speaking of sunshades, we're back at the stern of the boat. You guys could check out this retractable sunshade that they have here, all by the touch of a button, of course, on the console. Super cool, tons of shade, and you can even use it while you're fishing. That way you're out of the sun, because I know personally when we're out on our boat, we just get beat up by the sun because we don't have a sunshade like this. So this is really cool feature, and like I said, guys, touch of the button, opens and closes. It's at your best convenience. So super convenient over here. We have all of our switches that we're going to need for the back. So wash downs, lights, live wells, everything. Same thing on this side. Here are your live wells. You got one live well over here, along with the second live well. So right here in the stern of the boat can be converted into nice lounge seating. So like I said, guys, depending on what kind of day you're having on the boat, you might be having this away because you're fishing. You don't want to stick all the hooks inside your upholstery. And what's great about this seat is that it folds up and you don't even know the upholstery's there. So when you're fishing, you're not going to hook into anything. Fortunately, this is a two-hand job, so I can't show you guys do it. But here's what it looks like with the seating out. And here's what it looks like with the seating closed up. See, look at that. Almost no upholstery showing. You don't have to worry about hooking it or anything like that. So this big old platform back here, guys, that I honestly thought was just nothing, you open it up and it is a huge freezer box. So just like the front, this has frost on it. So this is a freezer box that is regulated electronically. So that way you don't have to worry about ice again to keep everything cold, food, drinks, fish, anything you want. So this boat is powered by quad Yamaha V8 425 horsepower XTO offshore engines. You guys don't have to worry about speed with this boat. It's going to be plenty fast for your needs. I'm not sure about fuel efficiency, but honestly, this boat, if you can afford it, you're not really worrying too much about your fuel efficiency. You have a nice open platform in the back over here, all non-skid. Very easy. Doesn't look like you can really trip on anything over here, which is nice and convenient, and very accessible. And you know, you can use it to swim and everything. But honestly, if you're swimming, I think you're going to be using the door over here and the platform over there. So a quick rod holder count. We got a bunch of rod holders up on the top over here. Hopefully you can see that on the T-top. And we got rod holders kind of dispersed everywhere. So we have some back over here that could be used for trolling. Got 3 over here, 2 more over here. I'm not sure if there's any on here or not on the platform, but overall, not a ton of rod holders on this boat. Like I said, guys, everything's customizable nowadays. So there are probably a lot more options for rod holders that you can get. But on this boat that's particularly at the boat show, not a ton of rod holder storage. So it is a very fishy boat, but this particular setup can use a couple more rod holders to make it more accessible for a fisherman. So for the fact sheets for you guys here, you can pause the video and take a look at anything you want. There's all the facts, and the thing you guys are probably waiting for is how much does this boat cost? This boat, 42 Pursuit center console, is gonna run you just $1.4 million. So if you have $1.4 million and you like this boat, go contact Pursuit and go buy it. It's a great boat, but not everyone unfortunately has $1.4 million. I know I don't have $1.4 million. I'd love to have $1.4 million. All right, guys, that is gonna do it for the walkthrough of this 42-foot Pursuit center console. To me, honestly, it's very clear why this boat won the Innovation Award. Out of all the center consoles that I've been on, it's very cool to see the stuff they did. I'm really impressed with this sliding seat that they have, how it moves back and forth to accommodate all sorts of activities. So yeah, I think this boat was really deserving of the Innovation Award here at the Miami Boat Show so far, what I've seen. And shout out to Pursuit, very cool people. Thank you guys for showing me around this boat and all the cool features of it. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button and consider subscribing down below. I have a lot more Miami Boat Show content coming out in the future here, and probably around 3 or 4 episodes, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Tons of great content. I also have stuff from Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. I digress. If you guys like this video, I really think you guys are going to like this video on the left side of the screen, where I did a tour of the boat, the personal watercraft that won Innovation Award for 2022 at the Miami Boat Show, the Sea-Doo Fish Pro. Alright guys, until my next video, remember to keep living salty.